Hello everyone, this is Karen Elaine and I'm going to show you how to make these sweet little angels. Very simple to fold. You can use them for a gift tag or a tree ornament, or you can put them on top of a gift, maybe a cupcake. I've got it on top of this glue bottle, but you get the idea. You can maybe, if you make a larger one, you can put it on top of a juice bottle or wine bottle, or you can actually put these on the top of your tree if you want to have a beautiful angel topper. Just do them out of a larger sheet of paper or whatever size tree you have. These are made out of, this one is made out of two 6-inch squares, so it's a little bit bigger. This is made out of a 3.5-inch square, or two. And these are my hand-painted papers, but you can use origami paper, you can use gift wrap, you can use anything you want. You can see they're all different types of looks. And I like putting something on the back. Not only does it strengthen it, it gives the ornament, if you're going to do an ornament, another side. And if you're doing a gift tag, you can put someone's name or a little message on the back. So let's get started folding. So I said you would need two pieces of paper, 3.5-inch square. So we've got these two pieces right here. And the first one, you will want to fold corner to corner with the paper or the pattern side up. You're going to fold corner to corner. You open it up and then fold corner to corner, point to point. So you have this. And leave it like in this position. And if you turn your paper so that the open side is towards you, you're going to take this edge and you're going to fold it up, but you're not going to crease it all the way through. You're going to just find the top, make this bottom edge line up with the top edge, the top folded edge, and then once you've got that lined up nicely, then you crease it only until you see that crease that's here. You'll see it kind of, it doesn't go all the, you don't want it to go all the way through. You want it to go to that center crease here. We're going to do the same on the other side. We're going to take the top edge, bring it up, line that, get that nice to a nice point, and then just only fold it to that crease. You'll see it's that vertical crease that you first made. And then what you want to do is take the crease here. This is actually a mound fold. I'm going to reverse this to be a valley. And then what I've created, if I just fold this up, I can fold these pieces up, and I have this little pointy part poking up, like a little shark's tail. And I'm going to just fold that down, like so. You can see how I've got it, okay? And then what you want to do is take this edge and fold it to that little crease that's right there. So I'm going to just fold that to the crease like that. I'm going to open it up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to, with opening it up, I'm going to just take it and flatten it and squash it down. So you can see a little flat sort of kite shape on that, okay? And then I'm going to turn it over. And what I want to do is I'm going to take kind of that same move. I'm going to find the top edge right here as if I was folding it, but I'm not folding it. I'm just going to take a little crease right on the very edge just to make a mark, to make a little placeholder. That's just a mark. Didn't want to fold it all the way through. And I'll do the same thing with this one. Just bring it up to the edge. Don't make a crease except just a little tiny one on the edge. So now I have two places that I can see that are marked. Now I'm going to take the top edge and I'm going to fold it to that so that this part meets that little crease. But I want the fold to start right up at the top here. So it's going to, that little crease that I had made, that's going to go down, and the same with this one. Just start the fold at the top and then bring it to this edge and then just give it a good crease. Okay. Now you'll see this is what it looks like on this side, and that's what it looks like on that side. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this little, we're going to fold this up, but I want to start the fold right here and really kind of to the edge. It's a little tiny fold. I'm just going to make that fold starting at the outer edge, and I'm just going to bring it kind of across. And you can see it's a valley fold that really starts here and it kind of ends about right here. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side just to match it. I want it to be symmetrical. So I'm just going to kind of bring that up so that it looks like it kind of matches. And I'm going to bring these, make sure these little points are kind of in the same direction, and now I'm going to crease. Okay, so that is that part. Now to make the head, this is the angel head, this is the wings, and I'm just going to fold this little part backwards, just a tiny bit. You can see it's a little tiny little fold. Tiny. I'm going to do the same thing, just a little tiny fold, tiny right here, and a little tiny fold on the edge. These just very tiny, and all this does is it will round out the face basically on this little angel. Now the next piece is going to be the bottom. Very simple to do. I'm going to take my second piece of paper and I'm going to fold it, starting with the white side up this time. I'm folding it corner to corner, just like I did this piece here. Opening it up and folding it in corner to corner again. This time, with the open side facing away from me, I'm going to take the outer edge, this raw edge, and I'm going to fold it to meet that center vertical crease. I'm just going to have to find it. I know it's there. There we go. So you just want it to meet this crease right in here. So I'm just going to fold it. Here we go. And then fold the other piece to match. Okay, so now what you have is this, if you turn it over, you're just going to take these little flaps and you're going to fold them up all the way as far as you can fold them so that they just kind of lay right over that bottom edge. And then what you want to do is I just turn it over like this. I open this up and I'm going to tuck those little flaps in. And I use glue here because otherwise the flaps can get in the way. So I'm just going to put a little glue on this flap and just lay it down. And the same with this one, a little bit of glue and lay it down like that. Okay, then give it a second, and then I'm going to close this back up. So now I have the little skirt or the dress or the part of the angel, the bottom part. Okay, it's all ready to go, and I'm just going to put everything together. So I'm going to take a little glue, and I'm just going to kind of put it in the seams here a little bit, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to turn it over, and it's going to slide right into that slot there where I want to match up the creases, this crease with this one, and then I turn it over and I make sure that the bottom corner matches the bottom as well. And you can kind of adjust it a little bit while the glue's still wet. Okay, so that's the finished angel. But a few other things that I like to do to it. I put a little glue in all these little areas that want to kind of keep folding up, and depending on the kind of paper you're using, they tend to want to fold up a little bit. So I'm just going to do a little kind of tacking down the edges just a little, just to kind of keep them from going crazy. And it also helps to put a little glue here and there because it will reinforce this as well. So there is the finished angel. I love it. And then what I like to do for the ornament part, since I like to have them, I like to have the option of either a gift tag or an ornament. I'm going to put a little glue on these little tiny folds just so they don't want to come apart, and lay them down. And then the last part, so I take a string, I just tied a knot in a small string, and what I do is I take some glue and put it right down, kind of down that head shape. I just put a little, generous amount actually, and I have this little knot. And I probably didn't need to do the knot, but I did it. And I push it in down below, just enough to grab in the glue, and then that will hold that just fine. And the very last thing that I like to do, there's more than one thing. I'm going to turn this over, and what I'm going to do is put something like this is going to be for someone who's going through difficult times. So I'm going to put this on the back. And I'm gluing this onto the back of the angel, and that gives it that double-sided, both sides are decorated and beautiful. And these, by the way, are just watercolors, just a little watercolor heart that I had hand lettered on. But you can put anything you want. You can put a gift, greeting, anything like that. But that gives it the body, that the weight, and it makes it double-sided. The very last thing I like to do is just put a little snowflake that I bought off Amazon. They're little metal snowflakes, and it kind of adds to it. Gives it a little weight too. If it's on a tree, it kind of just makes it nice. It weighs it down a little bit. Makes it nice. You could put all kinds of little goodies on yours. You could put like a glue like this, stickles. You could put stickles on it to give it a little bit more glimmer if you want, a little more sparkle. But other than that, it is finished. I'm just going to make sure that piece is folded down. And there you go. There you have your angel. I hope that you can make some angels, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.